Most people want to have comfortable and easy lives, and this is simply because humans want to conserve as much energy as possible. Because they still think that the more energy they spend, the more it's going to cost them, the more time it's going to take, and possibly they might run out of energy. But the thing is that if you have God on your side, you have all the mental and all the physical energy that you need, because you can actually, if let's say you're hungry, let's say you haven't eaten in a whole week, maybe even 2 weeks, and then you think to yourself, I'm not hungry. If you tell yourself that on a long enough time scale, you're actually not going to be hungry anymore. Now, of course, at some point you probably starve to death, so this isn't advice to never eat again. But the point I'm trying to make is that you have as much energy as you need. You can work all day long. You can sleep 2 hours a night, and you can still have enough energy to work for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, I recommend sleeping anywhere from 8 to 6 hours a day. I don't really think you should sleep more than 8 hours. I know a lot of doctors recommend that you should sleep 8 hours, but in order to actually get 8 hours of sleep, you'd have to lay in bed for about 10 to 9.5 hours. And dedicating 10 hours to sleep is definitely going to boost your health. However, everything else in your life is going to be lacking. So, sacrificing those 2 hours just for a bit of rest that you don't actually need isn't very efficient. But the point is that you have as much energy as you need. So being lazy is no longer excusable. Now, the only reason to be lazy is because you don't want to work hard. Which leads into my next point, that most people want comfortable lives. Most people want the easiest way to success. However, there is no easy way to success. And not having success is also not easy, because then you have to worry about bills, you can't pay for food, you can't do all these things if you're poor, if you're homeless. It's going to be a very hard life on you. And if you're rich, it's going to be a very hard life on you, because you're going to have to work to maintain money. So understand these two things. A, you have as much energy as you need. B, your life's going to be hard anyways, so you might as well be rich and have a hard life instead of being poor and having a hard life. And stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. If you do what everybody else is doing, then you should never ever expect to have anything more than what everybody else has. It sounds like a very simple quote, and it makes sense, but most people are doing what most people are doing, and they're expecting extraordinary results. They're expecting something different. They're working a job and expecting to become a billionaire. And that's never going to happen to them, because they're doing something that isn't going to make them rich. But they think that because they're doing it, it's somehow going to make them rich. And most people are arrogant. There's 3 reasons why most people are poor. These come from Andrew Tate. The first reason is because you're stupid. And very few people are stupid. And I know some pretty dumb people that can make a living off of TikTok. I know people that can do a little TikTok dance and they can make 10 grand, 20 grand a month. They can make more than a doctor. Okay, it's very easy to make money online. You'd have to be very dumb to not figure out a way to make money online. The second reason is that you're lazy. A lot of people are lazy, and the reason they're lazy is my first point is because they still have the mindset that they need to conserve energy, but they don't need to conserve energy because they have an infinite amount of energy. They have plenty of energy for years and years and years and years and years. And the third reason is that they're arrogant. Now, some people, this might sound crazy, but some people, even myself in the past, you could probably get a billionaire to tell them the exact 10 steps to becoming a millionaire. Because they're a billionaire. They became a millionaire a thousand times. So them telling you how to become a millionaire, they probably know what they're talking about. They can give you the 10 steps, and some people are going to be so arrogant, they're going to be like, well, on step 7, it says that I need to get a logo that's really simple, but I'm going to spend 10 hours on my logo. It's like the billionaire is teaching you how to become rich, and you're arrogant enough to change the plan. Now, of course, if you change it to fit your lifestyle a little bit, but it's still basically the same plan, that's okay. But if you're completely changing something about it because you don't want to do it, because you think you have a better idea, or you think this is better, that's better, you're arrogant. And most people are arrogant. That's the three reasons why most people are poor. So you need to overcome the two biggest reasons. A, you're arrogant, and B, you're lazy. Whenever you overcome these two things, becoming rich is actually going to become possible. And so you need to do things that are right, regardless of how you feel. Regardless of how you feel, you need to make a schedule every single day. You're going to say, this is what I'm going to do every single day. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do that thing. And then, of course, you can have a section where you just label it work. Because some days you're going to be doing different things. But you should overall have a good format, a good frame for what you're going to do every single day. A wake up time, a sleep time, and a lunch time, a dinner time, a breakfast time, etc., etc. You have times for all these things. Because whenever you have a planned day, it's a lot easier to remove sort of the tasks that are going to waste time, or take tasks that you've already been doing for a long time and reduce the amount of time and effort that it takes to do these tasks. Now, reducing the amount of time and effort can be done with artificial intelligence. It can also be done with paying other people. So once your business starts to make money, it actually at some point becomes beneficial for you to pay other people to do things for you. Because running a social media account, what I've learned, so that's very difficult if you're a high-level social media account. Let's use YouTube as an example. If you were to comment on every single person's, or reply to every single person's comment on your video, that would actually boost the amount of views on your video, boost the amount of engagement. So you could pay someone to do that. You could pay somebody to watch all your videos and like all your videos and comment on all of your videos to boost them. You can do all these things to pay money. And that's going to save you time in the future. It's going to save you time. It's going to make you more money. And that's what most people want. Now, this video is titled, Do Something You Hate Every Single Day. So why should you do something that you hate every single day? Because if you do these things, what happens is your brain stops thinking about the easiest path, and it starts thinking about the best path. It's no longer, oh, what's going to be the easiest way to get this done? What's going to be the quickest way? The quickest way to get a six-pack. Those videos get like millions and millions of views, right? Your brain starts thinking about the best way. Now, what's the most efficient way? Not the quickest way. Not the way that's the easiest or the funnest, the most exciting, but the best way, the most effective way to get the results that I want. And that's the big difference that separates a lot of people. Because most people are arrogant and lazy. They're both, actually. And so they want the easy way. But the easy way, if it works at all, is always going to have consequences. And so the actionable steps for this video. The first thing I want you to do, this is a challenge. I want you to jog 1 mile a day for at least a week. Now, for most people, you might not be able to jog a full mile on the first day. You might do half a mile or a fourth of a mile or whatever. But once you can do a mile, you can do it over and over and over again. It's very simple. And wake up earlier. So I'm going to use the example that you're waking up at 7 a.m. Instead, wake up at 6 a.m. If you're waking up at 6 a.m., wake up at 5 a.m. I'd limit it to 5 a.m. If you're going from waking up at 7 straight to like 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be very difficult to stay consistent on that. And find other like-minded people. I think a lot of people underestimate the amount of exponential success that you get from meeting people that have the same goal as you. I'm not saying that your progression goes from like this to this. I'm saying it goes like this, exponential. The more people you meet that have similar goals to you, the more you're going to learn, and the more you learn, the more you can implement, and the more you implement, the more success that you get. So the more people you have, the more information you're gaining, the more information you can apply, and the more information that you apply to your business or to your life in general, the more success that you're going to get out of the things that you're doing. So meeting other like-minded people is going to save you a significant portion of your time if you just did it by yourself. I actually first heard this from Mr. Beast. He said that he had a group of friends. So you have World A and World B. In World A, there's a dude. He's just by himself, and he's making one YouTube video a week. And then you have the other world. You have 5 people. They're all making YouTube videos, and they're all making YouTube videos, one YouTube video a week each. When this guy makes a mistake, cool, he learns from his mistake, and he makes a better video. He learns from his mistake, makes a better video, etc. But these guys, they make 5 mistakes. They all learn from their mistakes and make better videos, and then they teach each other. So you're learning 5 times faster. Even if you just get one extra friend, you're learning twice as fast. 3 friends, you're learning 3 times faster. 4 friends, you're learning 4 times faster. The more friends you get that are like-minded, I cannot tell you how much more progress you're going to make from that.